All right, good morning, YouTube folks. What we got in the box right here is going to be some SRT paddle shifters for my 2018 Scatpack Charger. Excuse the echo, I'm in the garage as usual. And I've got this Torx bit kind of set up here. I've took some black tape and put around the bottom of the Torx bit to get it to fit into this 9/32 socket so I can take off the back portions. And I'm going to do this without removing the steering wheel from the car. So this right here are the longer SRT paddles, and I like them. I had them on a 16, and I like them because, you know, them sticking up farther on the steering wheel, when you're turning the wheel and going back and forth, it's easier to press these paddles. So how I did it on my 2016 was I took the entire steering wheel off, and that was quite a pain. But then someone had mentioned to me that you can just take these two little Torx bits out and this whole piece will come out. So we're gonna see how that goes. So the tools I'm gonna be using, again, I already talked about, I got a 1/4" ratchet here, 9/32 socket, and I put some black tape around this to shove this in that 9/32. And I believe that's a number 7 Torx bit. It is very small. I've got my plastic trim tool to remove the trim piece off the back of the paddle on the car, and if the trim tool doesn't work, then I've got my trusty handy dandy crooked flathead screwdriver. So let's get in the car and see how this is going to work. I've moved my steering wheel as far out as possible. I'm gonna try to get this filmed the best way I can, but just take your trim tool here, get it back behind it, don't lose it, and these two are the Allens that we're going to remove. All right, so let me get my Allen wrench. Here we go. They are not very tight. Let's see, once I get them loose, I'm pretty sure I can just do this to keep from losing them. Take the ratchet off. One, here's the other. Be careful, this plastic piece is gonna come out of here. And that's what retains it. So I've taken the screw plate out of the SRT assembly and got my paddle here. Now I'm going to show you exactly how I did that using this one from the RT. If you'll notice down here at the bottom, it's in a pin, and on this side right here, there's the button that presses for the paddle. So you have to lift this out, and you see how it just come out, and you push the button in, and then just rotate it out of there. And as you can see, let me get my, there we go. You can see the button pusher right there on the paddle. As a comparison, get them lined up as best as possible here. That's a comparison between the RT and the SRT paddle. These SRT paddles are much larger and nicer paddles. Okay, putting the SRT paddle in, pretty much reverse, stick it over the button there that it presses. And let's see here. See if I can get you in here. See the button right there, and that's what you're trying to get in over the top of, is that button. Get it over top of the button and slide it right down into the slide, just like the factory one that was in there. Then we're going to take this piece here, and the slotted side will go towards the inside here because it's the bigger side. It goes in just like that. Well, if it'll stay in there. So I'm going to get my 2 screws here started on that. These 2 screws here started on this piece, and join me here in just a second when I got it put back together. Here's back installed. Both of these is tight. Paddle works great. All we got to do now is take this little piece here, slide it in, push it this way, and this side is done. Much easier than removing this whole steering wheel. If you guys don't know, You'd have to take a small screwdriver or something to stick into this side and the other side at the same time. And there's like a spring mechanism that you have to release to get the airbag out, and that's a royal pain. So this is much easier. And as far as the two little bitty screws that's behind here, these little boys right here, they're very small, so it does not take much. So I've turned the steering wheel. We're here on the other side. Again, just take your trim tool or screwdriver, whichever. Keep track of where that thing flies off to. Got it right here. Pretty much the same steps on this side, right? It's got these. Like I said, I realized that pretty much don't need the ratchet. These things are very small. You do not want to strip them out, because then you'll be having to take the entire steering wheel off and unscrew everything to get this off, and it's a much more complex process. All right, same thing, take it out. Comparison of the two paddles. Back up here. Now keep in mind I'm doing this one-handed. That's shows you just how easy it is. Get the button pushed in that they push for the paddle. All right, all that's in. Now this one is a little upside down, so I'm gonna need two hands to put this bad boy back on. But I showed you on the other paddle exactly how easy it was. It just goes right here. It won't really go but one way, and be right. The thicker part goes to the inside here. Okay, so got it in, bolts tight, take your beautification ring, and it just slides in from the switch side, pops in. And that's it. Let's get in the car and see what they look like. In the car of what they look like. Much better. They fit the wheel better. They look better. I mean, can't go wrong with them. These right here, all I'm gonna do is assemble them back together and have these as spares. And these will be my little spare pieces. And if I ever, decide to sell the car, trade it in, whatever, then it's pretty easy just to take these off. They were only about $100 to $105 shipped from Steve White Motors. I'll see if I can find a link to throw in the description if I hadn't deleted the email from them. I also have a red push button start coming. I just aesthetically like the way that it looks. So anyhow, that's it for this video. Remember to subscribe for more content. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or any other videos you'd like me to do or anything like that, go ahead and drop a comment in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, guys.